even think my light is bright enough.
Let's go to sleep dance. Wake up in Tokyo. Dreaming New Orleans. Fall in love in Chicago. Man, I love her, and I hate to leave her lonely. Ring, ring with the iPhone, it was my homie. He sent us to Japan. If we can make them jam, we can make 100 grand. Spend it in the south of France, nothing further. I jump, grab my go-yard trunk. Got ready to walk it out like Unc in my John Lennon chucks. That's when I heard murder. You're killing me and filling me with sorrow. Sunrise goodbyes and missing you tomorrows. I turn to see my dream love supreme queen. This thing gonna sing, cry. I drop my bags in the flash. That's faster than 180 on that dash shirt. To dry your tears and wipe the rain from my dear like dash shirt. Use the dame, use the username to all my password. The reason I get fly is I've been Jasper. I even keep your picture in my past.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl Monique 69 Ways. You already know what time it is. It's time for the Boys season 5 episode 4 live panel. Okay. I'm here with EJ, Tika, Miss Kira Speaks, Kay, Tamika's Zen, and Moochella Moochie.
Hey.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Good.
Girl, that intro was a fire. Who did that?
Right,
That
I'm
was,
up here bouncing.
Yeah, I love that.
hey, okay.
That was Kay right there.
I like
Okay.
it. Okay.
I mean, it was multiple ones, wasn't it? No? Okay. Yeah, but it was a dope intro. So how do y'all feeling this this evening for some? How do y'all feeling about the Boys episode 4? What y'all thoughts on it, EJ?
They was wilding out. They was doing too doggone much, as per usual. This place had them acting a fool. Well, really, it just brought out all the stuff that they already was keeping inside. If you ask me, it just went ahead and came to the top. But I thought this was a good episode. I liked it. I like seeing Homelander get locked up in that room. That was my favorite part.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, that was
My bad.
Tika.
Yeah, I'm with EJ with seeing Homelander ass get locked up on penal code 2001 punishment as he so
Not-
definitely deserved. Girl. And I was hoping that would be the end of him, but of course this is the Boys. Homelander is not going anywhere anytime soon. I just knew he was about to take out his daddy, but he kind of showed him a little grace. I don't know where that grace come from, but maybe because he think he God now at this point. But anyway, I love the episode.
That's funny. Kira.
Anytime Homelander takes an L is a good episode for me. So, to see him down and out for a few minutes was like, okay, we cooking with gas. So love to see it.
All right. Yes, Kay. What you feel about this episode?
It was fine for me. I normally, Starlight been getting on my nerves for a while now, but I actually appreciated seeing her with her dad, and I guess meeting her dad and his family that she didn't exactly know about. I don't know.
Right.
For some reason, I was here for it. Like, it didn't. Some people was like bothered because they feel like it slowed the story down, but I feel like it added to the story for me. I feel like I needed to see that part of her to feel a little bit grounded and to know what's kind of been going, because we know how the relationship that she has with her mom. I feel like that was good information for me in this episode. So it made me like her just a little bit more than I have been the past few episodes.
Okay. Tamika.
I was the some people because we at the end of the road. Y'all should have been did that. Like I ain't give a damn about that right now. Okay, we down to the wire. But now I agree with the Homelander part. It's always good when we see Soldier Boy going in on him, and it's always good to see him take a L. That was my favorite part.
Always good to see Homelander down. Moochie.
I thought the episode was real good. I did like when Homelander got locked in there with the uranium, because now we see what can bother him. I hope they take heed to this and use it. And it seems like for some reason Soldier Boy want to kind of work with the boys somehow. So I'm looking forward to seeing that happen if it happens. So with that, that was good. And he actually took out his own brother. That was the crazy part. We saw Soldier Boy cry.
Yes.
Since we saw both of them very vulnerable this episode.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yes, I enjoyed it as well. The whole Homelander be locked in the box. Daddy put him on timeout was always a good, a good place for me. Like Chef Kiss and the boys, they wilding with the fighting each other. That was crazy, but it was good entertainment though, nonetheless. Yes, but I don't have no games that K and EJ be doing this time around. Check me, spin the block on me next time I host. Okay, but I do have a topic I want to talk about at the end of this with Gen V of it all. So yeah, we're gonna talk that at the end. So let's get into this episode. If I can bring this up. I'm God. Okay. Here go Homelander on this ish. So about how Angel came to him and like he know what his purpose is, and he wants the people to bend the knee to him. He's the Lord. He want to be the Lord. So he called in, he recruited Firecracker because this is like up her speed. She was so giddy, and then he took one swift of her. He like, what is that? She talking about some new perfume. I'm like, yeah, perfume of Soldier Boy. But yeah, so it was funny. Because she looked terrified, especially when he broke down like what he want to do. He wanted to get it out in the media and stuff, and she didn't know how. She was like, what? Any thoughts, EJ? This dude just wilding.
Girl. First and foremost, Homelander, you are not God, sir. You are not him. You are not the Messiah. You are not any of these things that you believe that you are. But I had a good cackle looking at him when she walked up in there. I said, "Oh, so you smell that, huh?" Like he tried to play it safe, like he tried to play it cool, like it wasn't bothering him. It bothered you, sir. It bothered you very much so. And she just irks my soul. Like, what are we doing here exactly? Like, what is happening here? But I get everybody trying to survive at this point with Homelander. So I can't really even be that mad because at this point, everybody's just playing the game, no matter what that game is. They just have to do what they have to do. But I was baffled by the fact that Homelander thinks that he's God at this point. So, child, give him back.
Okay, give him back. Kay, you got any thoughts on this? You shook your head. You got any thoughts, Kay?
Yeah, it was funny because Firecracker, she claims to be this Christian woman because she be buying into the foolishness, and especially when old father get up there preaching, like she be feeling like she be feeling the word like that, like he be speaking to her, and I don't think she was expecting him to say that. It kind of caught her off guard that he said that, but again, like everybody, like she's just as afraid of him as Ashley and the Deep, like those three are they fear Homelander the worst.
Yeah.
And so they will never give him any kind of pushback because they've seen him off other people right in front of them. And so even in her mind, as she's like, I don't know about all that. I wouldn't do that. But because she fears him so much, she's just gonna go along with it anyway. Simply because knowing he said a bunch of foolishness, because look at her face. She was just like, I can't believe he really just said that. Like you the Messiah now? Like you him? And she like seeing that he's like really believing this, but she knows if she shows any kind of hesitation, he knows that that he's monitoring her heart rate and stuff like that. And so she has to, in that like split second before she's like, oh, this is blasphemy, her life flashed before her eyes, and she's just like, you know what, let me go ahead and agree to him before he laser beam me, because I've seen him do it.
Yes. Tika, you got any thoughts on Mr. God, the Messiah?
Girl, that man say, I am the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You went to one whole church service and now you think you Jesus, God, the above, the most high. Listen, we already know that Homelander has a superiority complex, and anything that he does, he wants to be the number one. So why not choose God, right? I'm just waiting for somebody else to bust his bubble. Can we get the uranium to make a big bubble and put his behind in it? Because he is just absolutely doing the most. Miss Firecracker Firestarter, whoever she is, listen, she knew. let me watch my mouth. Let me fix this after I just laid up with his daddy. Let me fix my mouth to say what I was doing, because if I tell him the truth, I'm out of here. So, she team God for real, but right now she gotta be team Homelander so she can keep her life. But girl,
That
I
part.
hate it for her. My heart was beating hard with her. Like, is it over for her or not? So yeah, that crazy. That moment was crazy.
Mooch, you got any thoughts on your Lord and Savior? No, I'm playing. You got any thoughts on Homelander?
He got them walking on pins and needles, saying he's God. He's wilding. They know he crazy. They know he losing it right now. And she's like everybody's saying, look, you gotta agree with him to get along. Get along to get along. So that's what she's doing. She's surviving. So
Okay.
I think all of them is. So it's like they all scared of him. It's and that's they don't even like him, but they just afraid of him. So it is what it is.
And she ain't trying to get no exit plan either.
You
But
know,
that's on her. Tamika, you got any
That's
thoughts
her.
on the Messiah, Homelander?
I agree with everything everybody said. They scratching and surviving. Okay.
Okay.
They don't give a damn about no Homelander. They want him out the way too. But I mean, who gonna go up against him? So yeah, I agree.
Hey, Candy Love.
She's saying he must be God from in too deep. I can't.
Yes, Kara, you got anything before we move on? You want to talk about the Homelander?
I agree with the ladies because it's not enough for him to be a superhero. He got to, try to be the alpha and the doggone omega. But I guess, child. And Homegirl was keeping it cute because you could tell she was like, I don't want to
Yeah,
die
but she
today.
was
So I'm gonna
terrified
just,
at one point.
say he's that one, even though we know he's not that one. And I was like, because she can really go for me. I can't stand her, but I felt her pain just a little bit. You're supposed to be a
Pain.
woman of the church, and here comes this mortal, immortal, talking about he's God. I know she was like, I know you freaking lying, but she kept it cute and kept her life.
I don't feel nothing for
she could really go.
Fire Lighter. I don't feel no.
I mean, she can
type
go
of
at the end
way.
of the day. If she goes the next episode, I'll be all right with that. She should have been.
Okay, because she ain't trying to get no exit plan or nothing. She just balls licking at this point. But moving on. A threesome that I didn't see coming. Okay. Yo.
Somebody said something about this last week. Was that Kay?
We did. We was
somebody said something
about.
Yes.
We was wondering like what was the logistics gonna be like if they got into this situation. And just you know what, knowing the boys, we should have known that they was gonna take us there. We was like, I really hope that they don't show us or tell us about them two together, because how is that gonna look with front Ashley and back Ashley? And of course the boys took us there. Of course they did.
Of course. It wouldn't be no fun if everybody can't get none. But yeah, so we got Ashley, Baxley, and like what's we doing? Like so they getting it on. I'm hearing like open your butt wide, gag ball getting flown. It was just like, what is happening in this room? I'm glad they didn't give us no visuals.
Thank God.
You. Because I'll be too done.
They probably had to cut.
You think they cut it, Moochie? They like, oh, that's probably too far.
Yeah, I think it's on the cutting room
floor.
I wouldn't be surprised because that's just too graphic for me. Okay. And Ashley is not really one of my favorite people, nor this Joker in the middle with his mega church that's failing. So he got a mega church that's like in debt, like $150 million turned out to be. I was like, yo, what is going on? he was like the viewership is low and the donation is low or something like that. Like, I mean, y'all scaring the people. I mean, everybody getting hemmed up, everybody getting taken away. Like, how else you gonna? People can't come to church to give you their tithes. So how they? Of course, you losing money. So, what are your thoughts, Tamika, on this threesome of it all?
I'm just glad we didn't have to see it. I'm bad enough hearing it. I don't give a damn about neither one of these people either. I need my card that I could just hold up that says I don't give a damn. Okay. They ain't doing the damn thing. This is reminding you of real life because they in debt, they scheming and scamming the peoples. And I mean, well, I don't know that Ashley's doing that, but y'all understand.
Yeah. Tika, what's your thoughts on the game bang and him being $150 million?
You should have called this a 5, 6, 7 some because all them toys that was on the bed and when she walked into that room, she said it smelled like. Never mind. I ain't gonna even say what she said. It was smelling funky. It was rank. They had butt plugs. They had all the toys you could think of, and I'm sitting here in my mind like, which one of them used which toy? Because this is just a little too much for me.
We saw who was moving funny.
Right. Hello? He definitely was walking a little switch.
No.
But I mean, I laugh at ignorant stuff, so that was funny to me that all of that was happening. But she was like, "You turning me into Tammy Faye? Like, what are you doing? I'm this figure right now. We're a couple. We're together, and now you making it look like I know about all the shenanigans that you're doing. Where the money going? Like, we got to fix this." So the conversation clearly had to be had. But if it wasn't for the Baxley, she wouldn't have known anything. Yeah, she wouldn't have known anything about this shenanigans. So, like Candace said in the chat, faded and definitely X-rated. So, but I was here.
Kara, what's your thoughts? Because you over there looking bothered.
I'd be freaked out because the boys, that's the one thing about the boys. They so freaked out. I'd be like, oh my God, did we need that? We didn't need it, but y'all was going to give it to us anyway. So I too am thankful that we didn't have to see it. And it's so alarming to hear the back of her head talking to her because it sounds like somebody's whispering. I'll be like, who? Oh, that's the back of her head. She'd be like, he's lying. He's broke. Wait,
and he know that Bashley is talking to her. That's the crazy part. I call her a two-faced bitch.
Right? And he like it.
So he should have been spoke up. It was gonna come out sooner or later. As soon as them funds wasn't right, you should have been like, babe, by the way, because I know the back of your head gonna, tell it all. So
not tell it all.
Never. Okay.
Yeah, just the thought of because they described the things that they was doing. Back shots from Baxley, it just feels morally wrong. It just feels something that just shouldn't be right about that. And I feel like they shouldn't have revealed that information to us because we was trying to figure out how that would look, and they did it anyway. Like who the writers of the boys? Something is wrong with y'all. Y'all are a little wayward, more than a little wayward. This is just unhinged. And then it tells us the level of his superhero powers because back Ashley was able to like read his mind because he didn't want to tell her that the church was in debt. And we know that her level of telepathy is very low.
Yeah.
And so that kind of shows us he's not a very powerful soup if she was able to like read his mind. And how he over here preaching to mega churches, but what y'all doing with the money that you in debt? What you spending it on? Because you don't wear but one damn suit. Where's this money going to? Oh, Father, tell me. Where exactly? It's y'all the freaky deaky night excursions is what it seems like that it's going to. I need to know where the money at.
EJ,
girl, I have no words for none of this. Not none of it.
You're not down. You're not down with the threesome.
I'm not down with the threesome at all. This is horrible. This was horrible. This was
the threesome.
Okay. They can keep that threesome. They can keep all of that.
Did she have a tarp laying on the bed?
Yes, girl, she had a
going
whole
on
tarp.
in
I
there?
said, what is happening? This is just gross. This is horrible. Like they had all the toys, and then and then that suit already bothers me because I just don't like the suit. It's just a lot
Yeah.
that's going on. That's just too much. And I wanted, like, really, like, what is the mentality of the people? Because not only this, but I hope are they the same writers for Gen V? Are they the same writers?
I
Are these the
think
same
so.
exact
I
writers?
think so.
Yeah.
Because what is the deal with all this butt play? Like it's just like
Yeah.
a lot of butt play. I don't understand.
I said that a long time ago.
And from the
Everything is
men.
with the toot.
And from
EJ,
the
you
men.
don't like your insides tickle?
No, no, thank you. I don't want none of that. No. The sign on my say, "Do not enter." There we go.
You're not supposed to go back there.
No.
That's
Nobody.
it only.
All right, exit only. What's your thoughts? Are you agreeing with this threesome and him being $150,000, not $1,000,000 in the hole? How a mega church be 150 million in the hole is crazy to me. Like Moochie, like you got any thoughts on this?
Say that with this whole thing, I just like the fact that she was like, he's broke, he has no money. That part, I was cracking up. Yo, I couldn't stop laughing at that because I was like, oh shoot.
Actually,
She read his mind. So that's how she figured everything out.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Baxley. With the back, he said all that. What is that? Eye poking, something he was doing to Baxley. I was like, because he felt betrayed by Baxley, outing him out like that. So that was funny to me.
He had to build a connection.
I was like, oh goodness. Ugh. Just the thought of that is gross to me. Yeah, so that was fun. The threesome that we all saw coming eventually. We got beef forever because I'm glad that we ain't forgot what happened last episode when Black Noir was in the car and then he go deep ball licking self throw that smoke thing in the car and he knocked Black Noir out and he dragged him out the car and tell like he the only one that rescued that snatched up Stan, not rescue, but kidnapped Stan and brought it to Homelander because he said he needed a win. And like he said, I had your back. People was calling you stupid. He was just listening on. People said your powers are useless. He said, I had your back, and you just gonna portray me like that. He said, like, okay, you wanted to win for Homelander, but what's gonna happen? Like, you never gonna be like his father. His father, he gonna be his number two. So you was never gonna be his number two. So yeah, he said we gotta be forever. He said, so watch your back. And then they got that podcast, and he was pressing all types of FUs and buttons and stuff like that. It was funny to me. Okay, what's your thoughts on this beef?
I find it funny that he thought Black Noir was still gonna be cool with him after, and it just reminds me like of in a work environment. That's why you can't be friends with everybody that you work with, especially the colonizers, because they threw him under the bus and then still act like, oh, it wasn't personal. I just needed to get in good with Homelander, but like at my expense. Like you gassed me and tossed me out and then tried to take all the credit for yourself. Like we didn't all ride there together. Like I thought we were supposed to be friends and stuff. And the deep is just like, oh, like he's supposed to be cool with being disrespect. Like I get to disrespect you, but me and you can still kick it. And Black Noir was like, I'm not having none of that. Like you could be a bootlicker on your own. I'm not gonna be a part of that. Like I thought we were cool. You just showed me who you really are. And now I see what it is, and that's how I'm gonna move from now on. And yeah, when they got on that podcast, it's calling FU and calling them bees and all this kind of stuff. Like he was done with, and he was throwing shade with him, talking about all the stuff that people were saying behind his back. And D was kind of looking at him like who said that? Like that's
No, they don't
really feel like you don't know people don't like you. Do you not understand? People really think you're disgusting. Was he oblivious to that?
Yes.
Like this was
okay.
news to him that people just didn't like, that don't like mess with him like that. He was acting like he never heard that before.
Crazy. Crazy. Tamika, how you feel about this beef of it all?
Well,
Should
first
Black
of all,
Noir plan his exit?
my theories with Black Noir, I guess that didn't mean nothing at all. Was wrong on that. He was just playing his part. But I mean, yeah, Be Forever. This was funny with him, pressing all the buttons and doing all the things. But I wouldn't mind if people to toss him out the window like the week ago. I'm so sick of him. I really
I was like,
am.
he need to beat his ass. That's what I said.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you.
he ain't doing enough for me. I'm like, go ahead, toss him some damn where. But this was cute. I don't blame him. I wouldn't mess with his ass no more either.
Okay. Tika, how you feel about Black Noir? Say he was in his method of acting. That's why he wasn't saying nothing. He was trying to channel, the original Black Noir.
And
his beef.
he was definitely channeling Black Noir, but like I said, you the fake Black Noir right now. So at this point, they gonna treat you any kind of way. All you're supposed to do is sit there, shut up, and be Black Noir. Because Black Noir didn't say nothing disrespectfully, and they meant that. But him in the deep, yeah, I'm with everybody. Throw his ass out the window, like expeditiously, because I've been sick of the deep. I don't know, him and his squid love, octopus love was just overly, just too much for me. But he just keeps coming back because I guess he know how to, like you say, lick the right boots to stay in the game. But I want to see him squabble. Let's go. I'm prepared. Oops, I'm sick of him. My bad.
Now, why you had to throw Ambrosius under the bus like that? She ain't do nothing wrong.
Hey, you approve of the animal, what they call that, bestiality cave? What is going on?
I wanted him to go to the bottom of the ocean with her and get out our face. She was the only one that actually really cared about that man. Okay,
no,
they was locked in. She was the only one that cared. She said, "Come to the ocean with me and my family." I was like, "Do that."
Girl.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Moochie, you think that Black Noir should have caved deep chest in?
Heck yeah, he's still gonna play his position because he know if people do something to him, Homelander might freak out now because that's the only one that's really kissing his ass and not telling him how he really is and how he really feel about him. So if he get rid of him, it wouldn't be good right now on his part. It would backfire on him.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he spoke up. I thought, we was gonna see probably the guy from V under here, but I was wrong. So
Yes. Miss Kira, your
our
thoughts
theories were wrong about somebody else being under there. He just was getting back into his method acting and being quiet again. That's just, which would aggravate me because the deep aggravates me. So to be quiet while he's just running his mouth would really I could feel the vein on the side of my head just popping. But I was glad that he told him about himself, that don't nobody like you, and you're only here because Homelander, and that's it. I'm ready. This is like the most horrible group of anti-heroes or whatever the hell they're supposed to be, child, because the Deep can go, Firecracker can go, Homelander can go. Just make a list.
Yeah. Make a list and check it twice. EJ, you got any thoughts on this forever beef?
Well, like Miss Kira and Tamika, I too was wrong because I really thought this would be great if this was like completely somebody else, like or not even somebody else. Like I thought maybe Homelander had got to him and cut his tongue out because he kept talking. Like I would have loved that. Like I mean, if we gonna go there, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go all the way. So I thought that would have been interesting because I just can't imagine this guy, the way he talks so much. I was like, nah, he can't be quiet for this long. But turns out he could. But too bad his tongue did get ripped out. And the Deep is the Deep. You know what I'm saying? Like the Deep is always gonna be a AH forever. And I'm never forgiving him for what he did to Starlight. So I don't blame Black Noir because why? Like you never gonna be that guy. You never gonna be number 2. And your powers are useless. They do suck. Like who wants them? Like I would never want to have them on raggedy gills. Just, ugh.
Look, I'm hyping her up. I'm like, Yes. F
Shit.
deep.
Okay. I hate
Because
him.
you're not deep at all. Let's
Okay.
move on.
Shout out to Ambrosia in the building.
Okay, so this like we see Sage one time this episode, right? In her office on the phone, talking about defund the schools, give them a voucher. I said, yo, y'all play too much. It's so parallel. Like, yo, it's wild out here. But yeah, so Soldier Boy came to the office, and I'm like, she plotting because she told him about this movie. He couldn't have the white powder in his trailer. That's a no-go. So he said, you gotta if you got a problem with it, talk to Homelander when he get back, right? He like when he get back from what's that called? Fort Harmony. So he was like, because that piqued his interest. Like, what? When he's going to Fort Harmony? Because Fort Harmony is the place. He know that place because that's where he got the V1. Because he's looking for the V1 so he can be immortal. So yeah, so she is plotting because she is like she is willing to give him all his details. He's all he didn't leave yet. It might be a good idea if you go with him. She know what she's doing. I was like, what's going on, Sage? Like, EJ, what's your thoughts? What's Sage is plotting? Because it's the way she delivered this information to Soldier Boy. She delivered. She ready to get out of here, out of the office?
Well, now that I'm all caught up on Gen V and I understand the crossovers and the connections now, and I got to see Sage in a very vulnerable moment.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after seeing that, now I just think that she's back to whatever her original plan is. Like, we don't know the whole plan exactly, but whatever it has to do with getting rid of Homelander. Because whatever she want to do can't involve Homelander. So I think that she's just putting all her pieces together. And this is one of the pieces. And that because she knows that Homelander has a spot for Soldier Boy, and she know how Soldier Boy feel about Homelander. So I think she just planned all of this to get to her ultimate goal, which I still don't know what that goal is just yet. I ain't put it together yet, but I mean, Sage know what she's doing. She is moving the chess pieces around, so we gonna have to. That's the one we got to watch because she's the one that's gonna backdoor him when it's all said and done. She just got to play the game till she get there.
Chess, not checkers, right?
Okay.
So yeah. Anybody have any other thoughts or probably know what she is plotting when she gives this information before I move on to the father and son bonding that was going on the way to Fort Harmony?
I think she's trying to stop him. But I'm curious to how she going to do it. That's it.
Yeah, same here. I really like.
Yeah, she definitely don't want him to get that V1.
That's why she told Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
And
he don't
Nobody wants Homelander to be immortal. Nope. Nobody wants him to have it.
Nobody wants him to have that thing.
Nobody.
So what you say, Moochie?
Nobody likes him. They're afraid of him. He's socially awkward. He just doesn't even know how to interact with people. He's a weirdo.
Always going off on emotions. Yeah. Weirdo. So this father and son bonding, they kind of like more ways than one, because they was walking in like a wooded area. They was talking about Stormfront. They both was banging Stormfront. Like they have that in common. It was just wild to me.
I don't think Soldier Boy like that too much though.
No,
I don't think so.
Because he asked for where's her body. I was like, she dead, unalive herself. And it seemed like Soldier Boy was caring for Stormfront.
And he always seemed like Homelander was lying too.
Oh yeah, for sure. What he said, she unalive herself. for sure.
She would never do that.
Right. So they made it to this building, where the experiment V1 lab was happening at, and as they was walking in, their attitude was changed, especially Homelander, because he was throwing jabs at a Soldier Boy, talking about how he was jealous of his brother, how he had to beg his father to buy in on getting him the V1 of it all, and how everything went down. Like he really was like jabbing, jab at Soldier Boy. So Soldier Boy, they was walking into this vaults looking room, and because mind you, Soldier Boy, he don't need a blueprint of the building. He don't need the blueprints of the building. It's in his mind. So when he know that room that was trying to walk in, he let Homelander went first and slammed the door on him. Then the uranium stuff, he got him. Tika, what are your thoughts on the whole father and son bonding and
I'm like,
Stormfront?
how dare they give a father a son bonding moment after this man just beat the brakes off his own son? Like, what the hell? But anyway, it is the boy, so anything is to be expected. The conversation, at least we know they got the same type of woman. They're attracted to the same type of woman, a bigot, a racist, all those things, a damn devil herself. So that solidifies. We don't need the DNA test. We know that they are father and son. Um, just them walking into the building, and he's in Fort Harmony. He's throwing all the shots at him that he can. But I was like, well, why the hell they so mean to each other at this point? And EJ had to break down to address the building. It's the building. So some of the crap that was coming out of their mouths was just hilarious. And when he got to that cell, and he turned that uranium up to a whole other level, I was like, keep turning it up, turn it up a little bit higher. Make sure he can't get out of there, and broke the handle off the door. I was excited. I was like, yes, finally. But I thought, again, I thought that was gonna be the demise of Homelander, but it was just to temporarily hold his ass down, literally.
Mm-hmm. Tamika.
Yeah, I was clapping when he locked him in that damn room and took the thing off, because he just knew, like, you were sitting here dissing the hell out of him, which was, funny to see them arguing back and forth, that this thing is making them have rage and pretty much speak the truth. But it was him going in there just swearing, like, yeah, what are you doing? Well, you wasn't paying no attention. And I was like saying, yeah, turn it all the way up, okay? Go high as you damn can, break the damn knob. Like, yeah, oh God, how I want him to suffer. Even though I knew he was gonna eventually get out of there. He even said it, and he was like, yeah, you probably will after a while, but your ass gonna sit there for a minute. So, I was like, well, we'll take as much suffering as we possibly can, like seeing his skin just frying.
Mm-hmm. Yes. EJ.
Oh, that was my favorite part of the entire episode. Like, I loved it, because why is Soldier Boy so petty? Like, I love the petty of it all. Like, I'm like, bro, you
Why
are
not?
so petty. Exactly. Why not? And it's just nice to see Homelander get as much as he tries to give, but only Soldier Boy just has a swag about him, and has like, he darn near likable, even though he is who he is. You know what I'm saying? But he's like more likable than Homelander is. It could be
Mm-hmm.
the fact that, who he is, but at the end of the day, I just think that Homelander wants his father so badly. You know what I'm saying? And so to see these two interacting like this, and for basically him saying, listen, I don't want you. I never wanted you. All of that. I said, dang, hurt the poor boy feelings if you want to. And I'm happy
He's
about
a
it. But
test tube baby.
exactly. I mean, it is what it is. You are who you are. So, and I love seeing him up in there trying to get up out of there. I was like, I wish they would just burn his whole face and, give him a little time to have to come back to himself. But, he got out of there a little quicker than what I wanted him to get out.
Okay. How long you think Homelander need to be in that cell before he actually combust, if that's possible? How long you think it would take for the uranium to actually work?
A lot longer than he was in there, because the longer he was in there, the longer that he could figure out how to break free of that. But he definitely should have been in there for as long as it takes Ryan to heal from his wounds that he caused. So Homelander actually deserved what happened to him. And it's like, because he's so socially awkward, he wants a parental figure. Like, he wants a mom figure, he wants a dad figure, he wants a family. At one point he really wanted to have a father-son relationship with Ryan, but he was never taught social cues. Like, he was never taught love, he was never taught empathy, he was never taught compassion, because they trained him as a weapon. So all of the things that deep down inside he really, really wants, he has no idea how to get them. He has no idea how to get any of these things, and it frustrates him because he tries to get them in the wrong way, and it hurts people by the way he's trying to get these things. If he was actually honest and just told people what he really wanted from them up front, instead of trying to do things in a backhanded way, I think he would actually have people who really truly liked him and care about him. Because right here, right now, to this day, there is no one that actually really actually loves him and cares about him. No one at all. And he knows that from when from when he snapped A-Train's neck. Like, I think that was the moment when he literally just like, nobody likes him, nobody likes you, nobody loves you, nobody cares. They fear you, and that's it. Like, if there was no fear to be had, you would literally be sitting alone in isolation.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Dang, Kay, you halfway made me want to feel sorry for Homelander a little bit.
Oh
But no.
no, she
But no.
didn't know. Not for me. Moochie, do you think that Soldier Boy should have told him, like, you never getting that V1? That's like, you gonna be, because he thinking like he in the cell that he gonna be locked in there forever. So you think it was smart for him to say, like, I'm trying to keep this V1 from you, I'm gonna destroy it? Was it smart for Soldier Boy to lay that out in front of Homelander, Moochie?
Yeah, I was glad he told him the real. He don't need to be immortal. I think it's, we just found out he is, but he didn't even know because he was frozen. But nah, he's just he'll be just a master of destruction if he is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Kira, how you feel about the father and son bonding?
I think Soldier Boy is more, like Kay was saying, Soldier Boy is more palatable because he has more social skills, even though he's a-hole too. He has the social skills because he was a person beforehand that Homelander doesn't have. And I was just surprised when he was letting Homelander talk all that ish. Oh, you had to buy the V1 and you was jealous of your brother. I was like, you just gonna sit there and listen to that? And then when they got inside, I said, oh, gotcha. Put you on a timeout, locked you up with the uranium. So I was smiling from ear to ear. I said, yes, that's what we're talking about. He could have stayed in there till next episode, at least, if you ask me. But he's out and moving around because nobody needs him to have V1, and I'm glad he ain't got none. And I hope he don't ever find none. So.
Keisha, no. Look, the answer is no.
2.5 seconds. I had a heart for 2.5 seconds, Keisha. Just
I don't have no heart.
Seconds.
I got an icebox where my heart used to be.
He's emotional, so you would think he would be a little more caring or kind, but he's just mean.
What Monique said.
He like a mean girl, child. He just be.
Oh my God.
He don't care. He don't have no compassion. I don't got none either.
Okay, like, it is what it is. We trying to get rid of you. The boys are fighting. Why are they fighting? Because they made their way to For Harmony. Because they was walking in the wood area first before Homelander and Soldier Boy got there. But they was come across these courts with maggots and stuff all out of them. They looking like, and eventually as they was getting closer, they saw the animals. They saw, like, we don't see no animals like lurking around or nothing. So they saw how all the animals turned them dead. It was crazy. As soon as they got in the building, we noticed that they would start talking stuff. But I forgot to mention, our boy is back. Mother's Milk. I was hyped. I don't know about
I got my
y'all.
shirt
I
on
was like,
theme
I saw
today.
the gold chain. He's playing his
I got my
Okay.
music.
Run
As soon
DMC
as
because
you put that chain
he had his
on,
shirts
I
back
said,
on,
yeah.
child.
Do y'all
Yeah, I
remember what
went.
shirt he had on?
Salt and
Yeah.
pepper.
Right.
All right.
I wasn't
What
mad at
song was
that.
playing? What song was playing?
Listen,
Oh,
I wasn't looking at nothing but him. I
pepper.
don't give a damn about no song, no
You can
shirt.
listen to the music.
That man was fine. I said, yes, there we go. Bump your wife. Yeah, okay, you got kids, but bump all that. Let me see more of you. Okay, I'm
He
sorry.
back in the drip.
Be back.
Okay. He
Yeah.
back in the drip. You know, it was the Method Man and Red Man and others, you know.
Oh, that's why I got that. That's why I forgot what song I was beefing with somebody. My bad. Oh, Nick say, where the hell that come from? My bad,
Right.
y'all. I had a moment.
Mother's Milk is back, so it was good to see him back in his usual drip because we was tired of seeing him looking raggedy and down. Like I said, the boys are fighting. They made their way to Fort Harmony, and then even Frenchie noticing everybody. Frenchie's the only one that noticed it. It's like everybody's attitude is different. And he says like a what he say it's like a drug or something. He said he's so used he took so much drugs because even Chemical was calling him all kind of addicts, and I was like, yeah, it's definitely something wrong with Chemical. It's just like giving you the business because she usually don't. She usually like reserved. Like everything was like word vomit as they was walking through for Harmony. It was just crazy. It was just like he was describing it as a parasite, the parasite of it all. And it's like I forgot the name of it. I think it started with a D, if I'm not mistaken. And he said just like if V1 got into the water or didn't get to the plants or something, and it's just like a spread, like a vine. Because we seen like some because they came across some bodies like with like some vines around their neck and a knife in their chest and some deer spray. He said, yeah, some people definitely came through here. What are y'all thoughts on the fight of it all? Because they starting to get down after a while. And I don't know about y'all, but I felt sorry for Mother's Milk at one point because our the boy Huey had he was getting them. I was like, get up, Mother's Milk. Like, how you let Huey get one up on you? I don't know about y'all because I'm looking like, and then he clip him in the shoulder. How you let Huey do that? All peoples. I was like, oh no.
Okay.
And what are your thoughts? Because it was funny. It was this whole thing was comedy gold to me. The way they was fighting, even Mother's Milk thinking he knocked out Kimiko, she got up and bent that pole. He ran.
I was cracking up laughing. Kimiko was calling Frenchie all types of crackhead, junkie. She like, you do this and you smoke this and you pop this. No wonder you do because you always high and you would know because as much drugs as you be doing. And he was like looking at him like, is that how you really feel deep down inside? Like, does that how you is that what you think of me as just a junkie? Like she was going in, and then it like he was the only one that was noticed that people were like raging out. And I don't know if you all ever seen Cabin in the Woods, but I thought about the movie Cabin in the Woods where they started like putting some kind of chemical into the environment, and the only one that wasn't affecting was the pothead, and he was noticing people started acting different, but it wasn't affecting him because he was already high. And like it was the same thing with French. He's like, okay, I see what's going on here, but I'm not affected because there'd be a vast amount of drugs in my system. But y'all the ones are getting affected by this. So he was the only one that was able to be like level-headed and kind of calm everything down. Because of whatever the spores that were being released into the environment was like affecting everybody, and it was looking like the episode of The Last of Us when the fungus got you too bad when it like traps you and you're like stuck but you're still breathing out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, y'all need to get out of there and not be in there breathing all of these things. Like y'all need to stop breathing that stuff. That's why nobody survives in there, because they're breathing these spores that are coming out there. And the thing is, they're not even listening to Frenchie because they're at everybody's neck. But they was all in it fighting, but Lord, Chemical was going in on him. Like I thought this was the love of your Eve. You ain't have to call him 12 types of
Not
crackhead.
today.
His face. You would think that he was outside panhandling, doing crystal meth on the streets the way she was talking about him.
Okay.
That part.
Yep. She was giving Mr. Clark over there.
Oh, crack, don't you?
Right. You smoke crack, don't you? That's what she was giving to Frenchie. Poor Frenchie. Because I think Huey did bring up The Last of Us. I said, oh, y'all cute. And he said, no, more like The Walking Dead with mushrooms. I was like, yeah. Tika, what's your thoughts on everybody wilding?
Yeah, it's just crazy how a toxin can be that strong that it can affect the way people at the moment see each other. But then I'm like, is it pulling it out from how they really feel about the person? Like, do you really feel that Frenchie was a real crackhead? Do you really feel, these certain harsh things about each other? So you know how they say alcohol brings out the true, when you talking drunk, you talking out from where you really feel. So, but it was interesting to see them go back and forth and fighting and trying to survive. And I'm like, how you let Huey get you like that, MM? Like, what is going on? All people, you had the weakest link on the whole squad, someone with literally no power worth of nothing, and you getting beat down and popped and all this stuff. So yeah, it was interesting watching that whole battle.
Mm-hmm. Because a couple of seasons ago, MM would have knocked you the F down. I ain't gonna hold you. So yes, I think like you said, it releases the rage within them. So I think Kimiko is mad because she's frustrated because she want to be with Frenchie, but they want two totally different things. So that's another point of like, yeah, I'm mad at you. Like, yeah. So it was easy for her. Okay. Kira, it's about to be a boys' fight. So what you think? Went down.
Kimiko was kicking everybody's ass, child. Yeah, it definitely was coming from feelings within because the way Huey was talking to MM, I didn't appreciate that, and I didn't appreciate putting them hands on him like that either. We was talking about him being Butcher's biatch, so to speak. I was like, "Ooh, you meant that," and I mean, he wasn't lying. There's a couple times that he was like, "We needed MM to stand up," and he didn't. So I mean, he back now, but it was interesting to watch, and I'm like, she's calling it out, and they just, because they're in the environment, they just couldn't even snap out of it because he's literally telling you like, no, y'all, before they even got to fighting, when they was just cussing and fussing, like y'all are tripping because what's in the air and da-da-da, and it was like, we don't give a F. I'm about to knock this person's head off. So it was funny. It was amusing scene.
Samika, what are your thoughts on this scene, especially where Butcher had hemmed up Huey by the neck with his tentacles? That was crazy.
I mean, I was laughing at them, but then I was getting frustrated and got scared for 2.5 seconds once Homelander and Soldier Boy was there, because I'm like, what are y'all doing? Shut the hell up. Like, they mad loud. And I was trying to understand how the hell they didn't hear them, but they, of course, was going through their own thing upstairs. So,
right.
I guess it was a good thing that the rage was raging, because I'm like, how's this going to work? How the hell y'all about to fight them? And we looking all over and we don't see the V1 nowhere. And the next thing you know, they was just throwing down. I said, yeah, when Kimiko bent that damn rod, Lord have mercy. So yeah, that was a lot. But I was like, we got to get it together and get the hell up out of here. So y'all, raising my blood pressure up now.
Not the blood pressure. Oh no. Moochie, what you think about this boy fight? Moochie, you there? Okay, probably not. EJ.
Listen, girl, this was a good old fight. They had me on the edge. I was like, look, okay, now I was a little ashamed for MM for like a whole second. I was like, bruh, like you can't go out. You can't be down bad like this right here. This is just not it. But I loved how everybody ran when it was appropriate to run. Like when they realized like, oh, I might need to run. And I loved when MM took off when Kimiko was about to go, he was like, whoop, he left, and then what's his name ended up being in there left with her. Doggone Huey. I said, whoo. So I thought it was funny. And I was like Tamika too. Like I said, y'all need to be quiet because I just couldn't understand why they couldn't hear them. But we get it now. But still.
Right. Moochie, you still there? Because I can't hear you if you are.
She might have walked away.
Yeah, I think something was wrong with my mic because she had
Yeah,
it on and then off, and it still
off.
can't hear nothing.
Oh yeah, I don't see it either.
As she getting that together, we're gonna move on. We're gonna spin the block on her thoughts. Daddy issues. So she pull up at Rick's house. His name is Rick. He ain't your daddy, child. He's Rick. So she pull up to his house, and he was doing something outside, and then she had to use her power to get him to stop because he was like really ain't paying her no mind. And she was like, it was hard to find. It was literally hard to find him because he was really hiding. And it's been 20 years since he's seen her. So that's just wild just to think of that. And also, she has a brother named Mason. Her brother is snitch. Because in their sign, they gotta say that we are down with Homelander in this house. I was like, all right. Okay, and her father is a deputy or something. He worked with the sheriff office or something, and it was something she needed. It's like she was searching because, imagine the way she ran away from Huey, and she's Huey is her heart. Like she really have feelings for Huey, and she always worry about him because we thought Huey was out for the count last episode, and she thought so too. So they really scared her, and she went to go seek, her father out. See, it's like she act like she dying, like she knows she finna die, and she went to go see because she make amends or talk to her dad to say get some last words in. That's what it was given when she went over there to visit her. Well, not visit, go see her father and the stepmother Kathy. So the stepmother knew about Annie of it all. Okay, she's back. Hello?
Yeah, can y'all hear me better now?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't know. It was my laptop. Okay.
Do you have any thoughts on this? The boys fight?
Oh, you didn't have to go back for me. I thought it was a
I ain't
good
know if you
fight.
might
I
want to
was.
say something.
I'd like the part where like it looked like when Butcher and Mother's Milk was getting ready to go after Homeland and them, but I was like, no, they better not. This is not going to end well. So if he couldn't take Huey, he couldn't take on Homelander and them. So that was just like a death wish. But
Damn.
other than that, it was a good fight. I'm glad that Frenchie was the most level head. He really took charge. And that was like the first time we really seen him in like a leader position like that. He usually give his input and stuff like that, but this he really was standing his ground and talking to them, trying to reason with them so they could listen to their senses.
Even though they was trying to attack him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so back to Miss Daddy issues over here. What are y'all thoughts on Annie? This not even started like this is Annie. Annie searching for her father, trying to see where he's at and see how he feel. Cause basically he's a Homeland supporter, and she don't really supposed to be there because they say she unalive people, and she worked for the deputy, and she thinking that the father has something to do with rallying up the starlighters and locking them up, putting them away to God knows where. And like I said, her brother is not feeling her because he think that she's a terrible person. So y'all could go anywhere in Annie Starlighter's story, starting with EJ.
So I like this. I liked being able to get the rest of this story and like bring it out because we only had the mom side of the story. So it was nice to hear the dad side.
Mhm.
Although I was on some bump him and I ain't trying to forgive him because I see the negative and I see the good and the bad in this. He was absolutely wrong at the end of the day. Like he was wrong for what he did and he didn't have to leave his child. Like so many times people make these excuses as to why they left and they're never good enough excuses to me. Like they never make any sense at all, and they're totally the opposite because that's a child at the end of the day. No matter what, they're still a child and you're still the adult who should be able to make adult decisions and not leave your child all jacked up, because a lot of stuff comes back to the root of all this, comes back to people leaving their kids by themselves, and now they got all these issues and they got all this trauma behind it, even into adulthood. Even if they think they don't, they still have it. And so that's where we're at with her. She can't really move forward with Huey because she has this block up about her dad and all this unanswered things that's never been said. They have this conversation, and everything just kind of come out, and as usual we have the, oh, I've been following you. I'm sorry, but that's still not good enough for me. The whole I followed you and I got all these articles, that don't move me. But at the same time, when it was all said and done, I was like, okay, I can be on the path of forgiveness with you, okay, Starlight. But I was giving him the business. Tika, no, I was giving him the business the whole entire time because I just didn't get it. And then, I got it, but I just didn't like it. I just don't think it's a good excuse. And then, of course, we have the little snitch in the family. His problem is he don't know her, and he's been fed all this propaganda. That's what propaganda does. Propaganda is supposed to make you turn against the object of whatever the people who's pushing the stories and the narratives. That's why Bot owns
The
all
enemy.
of the media. Yeah, because they want to paint the pictures that they want to paint. And there you go. Somebody, I know he didn't say, why is EJ hating on absentee fatherhood? Listen, it is what it is.
Uh-uh. No, you
So,
didn't.
so it just is what it is. And I think once he got to know that she wasn't what was being said about her, that allowed him to come around. But the damage was done because you already done snitched. And I need you to go sit down somewhere doing too much.
Okay. Tika. Like, how did you feel
I
to
was
learn about
glad,
go
huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was glad that they had the interaction. I mean, it's a common thing, absentee fatherism and all of that stuff. I mean, everybody deserved forgiveness. He didn't show any like hate or anything for Annie. He at first he was afraid because he still had another family that he wanted to protect. But then he was like, okay, you are my daughter. Bump Rex, come on in here and let's listen. This is what's going on. My daughter, yes, she's here, but you not about to take her out. And so old boy said, you got an hour, to leave. But in the midst of, the forgiveness that was necessary, I don't think it was so much the father, wasn't really asking for any type of forgiveness, but Annie needed that conversation. She needed to, talk to her father and see why you did what you did. I don't really care for a Mason. I was hoping that Annie would take him at least 2,000-3,000 feet up in the sky and just drop him. And then maybe catch him, or maybe he let him hit the ground. Either way, because
Well,
you're doing too
damn.
much. You're doing too much, little boy. And I understand he was fed, like you just said, this whole propaganda at the school that he attended, and but he got 1,000 pictures of all these different women on the wall, and then he got his Vaseline lotion by
Jergens.
the bed, Jergens lotion by the bed, and he said, "Oh, your picture's not up there." And I would hope not, because that would be weird.
Right.
But that everything at the end of the day, it was a necessary moment. I'm glad they gave us this moment. So now maybe she can move on from these daddy issues.
Yeah. So Tamika, like, how do you feel finding out that the dad said that he wasn't down with the whole guide of it all? Because it was a point we was with the mother, and how they met was on a mission, and then also the mother wanted her to have the V, and he was like okay with it until he said something about being a god of some
Well,
sort, and
why
then
he
he
didn't stand up? Like you ain't stand up, sir. You went running your ass away. I didn't give a damn about this. I get it. I know why she needed to go there. She running away from Huey, and she want to know why he ran away from her. And I'm with EJ. The excuse was not good enough for me. And then you went and started a whole nother family and just living your best life over here, being a Homelander supporter on top of it. Like, no, get your raggedy ass out of here. And stitches get stitches. I definitely feel like little Mason was supposed to have some stitches by the time Annie was leaving. Like, bump ya. Okay.
yo.
Girl, that part.
Oh, he will definitely think she a monster then. Like, I'll show you a monster. Y'all going
Right.
left her in the air, drop him. He needs
Mm-mm.
stitches. Like, y'all want to bust up Mr. Snitch down there.
Mo,
Okay.
Mo, do you
Huh?
mind if I stop ignoring somebody in the chat real quick? Do you mind?
Yes.
1
Yes.
second.
Uh-oh. My
Listen,
Go
Keisha.
ahead.
listen. First and foremost, Keisha, shout out to you.
Keisha from
Uh,
last night.
Okay, shout out to you, Keisha, from last night. You see, yesterday was yesterday, and it was Divorced Sisters, and it was the shenanigans. Don't you see? I'm trying to be prim and proper up here today, and on the real ish today. I'm not on that time, okay? But I stand by whatever I said yesterday.
Different
When we get
show,
back to
different
Divorced
vibe.
Sisters, okay? I'm on a different time. I told you, shenanigans is Divorced Sisters. This is not shenanigans. Well, it can be,
It
but
can be.
it ain't today.
All right.
I love you though.
Yes, okay.
This whole scene, I knew how this was gonna play out because I feel like they took this right from the pages of X-Men. I don't know how many of y'all seen in the original X-Men movies, X2, but there was a part when
Yes.
Iceman went home, and his because his parents the one that sent him off because they didn't really, neither one of his parents agreed with, they didn't like that he had abilities or whatever, especially his little hating ass brother. And he's trying to talk to his parents about how he is and how things are going, and his douchebag ass little brother goes upstairs and calls the police. And I was just like, I bet you Annie's little brother is gonna call the police. I bet you the police is gonna show up at their door, because I remember watching this whole thing play out on X-Men. But I do think that if you knew that your wife was beginning to be a little cult-ish, why didn't you take Annie and leave? Like, you just left yourself. Why did you leave her with her? Like, if you knew that this wasn't right, take the baby and go too. Both of y'all leave her and her foolishness, because it wasn't Annie. She was a child, so she wasn't responsible for any of that mess that her mama was doing with her. Like, she wasn't responsible for how her mother was exploited, because her mother exploited her. She gave her that compound B and exploited her for it. If you knew that wasn't right, take Annie and you go too. Don't just start a whole new family and forget that you had a daughter, and then you collecting newspaper articles and DVDs and all that stuff. Take the baby and go. Y'all leave that crazy lady alone and go with her. And then now you want to talk about, oh yeah, I got this Homelander time, but I don't really believe in Homelander like that. I just do it because I see what happens to people when they don't believe in Homelander. So your ass is you a punk too. Like, you scared of him too. Basically,
Right.
you scared, you fronting like you believe in this, and you know your daughter is innocent, but you faking the funk and pretending to go along with this foolishness, although you don't believe in any, you don't buy into the propaganda anyway, but you want people to think that you do. Like, he got a whole lot of contradictions going on with his life. Her dad need to sit down and figure out who he is and who he want to be, because him straddling the fence ain't working for me.
Never. I'm scared of speech.
Well, we definitely knew he was a punk when he left that baby with that crazy mama.
Exactly.
Jesus, I hate that he left her and went and started a whole new family. I was at least happy that he wasn't the one who called the law, and he did seem to welcome her in with his little scrapbooks and trinkets. But it was a little bit too little, too late. And yeah, she definitely should have, sibling rivalry. She should have gave the little brother a little pinch or something, child, something. Because why would you? Why would you call the people on me, child? Like we're siblings. Why would you do that? If I am what I say that if I am what they say that I am, you are too. Now, family.
Yeah. So
Mm.
Moochie.
Look, I liked when she was like, walk away when the cop came in there.
Ed.
The
Yeah.
brother snitching made me mad. His father, the father, her father is a poor excuse. But they needed to reconcile because she's thinking, look, I might not make it out of here. So look, let me go make amends with everybody.
Mm, yeah. And it was hard for her to leave because she would start crying because
Mm-hmm.
she
And
knows she
she
can't
wasn't the one
like.
that needed to make amends. He's the one that freaking left. Then you just never came back. You just went and hid and everything. Like
Started a new life.
He definitely hid now after they
Mm-hmm.
came out that she was the enemy, and
With
then
his
anybody
two
go
older
against it.
family.
Man went out for some milk and ain't never come back from the store.
Mm-hmm. Went out
Okay.
and we had made a do-over family.
Mm-hmm.
Men do that too in real life. Anywho, moving on.
Yes,
Mhm.
let's move on. Shout out to Starlight. Quinn, is that you? I ain't see you in so long. What you been up to? Up against this wall, causing chaos, giving people raising inducing spores, spreading all through the building. Like, so this is Quinn. I was like, y'all got to be kidding me. So Soldier Boy knows Quinn. Because as this was happening, everybody was still fighting and going crazy, and also Frenchie is like right there, like because Soldier Boy was chasing Frenchie, like shooting, and then he led him into this room and shine a light on this wall of this thing of just looking gross. And then he ended up, uh tricking Soldier Boy to he manipulate him to incinerate Quinn. He got in his head. But before we talk about this thing on the wall and who was Quinn, I forgot to mention about that interaction between Homelander and Butcher. Because Butcher came across Homelander in the box. And that was an interesting exchange between the two because Homelander, Butcher gonna make fun. You're like, yeah, oh, Daddy got you in timeout, and Homelander called him out like, oh, you don't got the virus, because everybody trying to keep this V1 from him. But Homelander said, oh, you don't have the virus anymore, so you can't stop me, basically. So, Tika, what are your thoughts between the exchange of Homelander and Butcher in that scene, if you can remember that scene? Because I forgot about it.
I just love the fact that Homelander, I mean that Butcher, my boy, was able to just get all the ish off his chest, say what he wanted to say, without Homelander hurting him. Because of course Homelander was gonna try to throw some smoke at him with the laser eyes and all of that stuff, but he couldn't. He couldn't penetrate that glass or that plastic, whatever that was. He couldn't get to Butcher. So I mean, it was they're always gonna be comical because they're always insulting each other. Again, I just love the moment where anytime Homelander is down, that's one of the most appreciated moments that I have about this show. Anytime they do anything to Homelander, the grown Homelander, not the little boy in that same or one of those containers.
Mm-hmm. Anybody have any thoughts on the old Butcher and Homelander exchange of it all? Kay, Kara, Tamika, Moochie.
I'm
I
just ready for
like
them
this.
to fight for real.
Yeah.
I'm just ready for a real showdown between them two.
Between Homelander
And Butcher, because Butcher been wanting to get at him for a long time. Now I don't think he's no match for Homelander, but I want to see him try.
You see how you call him out about that virus? You know he ain't got that virus no more.
mm-hmm.
I was like, ooh, well, there it is. Because, Butcher trying to lie. But yeah, he ain't got. He said, I can't be stopped. You can't stop me. I'm gonna get that B1 one way or another, basically. What do y'all thought this thing on the wall? Like, who's Quinn? Quinn is one of Soldier Boy old partners or something.
That's
I'm
his
missing something.
brother.
Oh, the brother name was Quinn.
Yeah, that's his brother. That's the real war hero. You didn't hear
Oh
how you
yeah.
heard how Frenchie
Okay.
broke it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
how
yeah.
Frenchie broke it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They both took V, but it didn't take to him right. But
Mm-hmm.
it took to Soldier Boy right, where he got all of the benefits from it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
That's
with
why he
him,
didn't
he
want to.
turned
He
it to
didn't want to
this.
kill him.
Yeah. That makes sense because I'm like, usually he ready to take anybody out, and the fact that he got so emotional, I was like, okay, this is
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah, that's why he was
important.
crying.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Moochie.
That's it. That was his older brother.
Mm.
Okay. They went by me because I'm like, who the hell's Quinn?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
figured
because
we're
he
gonna
was
get more
saying
of it when they do the VOT series, but I was like, this is
Mm-hmm.
somebody important.
Mm-hmm.
when they
Yeah.
I knew
said
they was talking about him on the way
they
there. I just didn't realize connect the dots that was him on the wall.
that's what do you remember when Homelander was saying, like, he was talking about the older brother, and
Mm-hmm.
he was trying to mention his backstory, but then he cut him
Yeah.
off and started dissing him and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's that he know I don't know if Homelander knows that that's his uncle. Because
Right.
that's the
I don't
case.
think so.
So Homelander don't know that. He just know he
Mm-hmm.
was just another suit, and that's what happened. I don't even think he really saw him. By the time he
No,
came, he
because
was already
he
dead.
he had
So
Yeah.
I
already
don't
did
think
it.
he gonna tell him about it. He just know he was crying, but he don't know
Right.
why.
Right, 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 right.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
That
so
makes
when
sense.
they had that little bonding moment y'all was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So this with this whole thing, he was emotional because that was his brother, and Frenchie knew the truth. He saw right through that shit because he was like, "Oh, he said you not even a real soldier. You begged to get the beat, so you begged for this, and you never. He wasn't even really in combat until after he had his superpowers."
Yeah. Okay. So this is like okay. Sneak peeks of the prequel. Okay, about Rising on the way. Yeah, thank you, Moochie, because I'm like, who the hell is Quinn?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
No
figured they were
problem.
setting it up, and I knew it had to be somebody important, but I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize it was his brother. And I feel like
I ain't know who the
Frenchie
brother
did what
was.
he had to do because otherwise they was not gonna be up out of there. They was gonna be in there fighting to the damn death.
Oh, because
They
Kamiko
was
was on
about
her
to be
way to
food.
smash through
Mm-hmm.
Huey. She was about to get his ass.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Butcher
ooh.
too. She was trying. You know, she was trying to get the butcher.
So there's Quinn of it all. Last but not least, the Democratic Church of America. Because earlier in the episode, we saw we saw Homelander put a firelighter on his task to come up with this media outing of him being God or the prophet or whatever you want, Messiah, whatever you want to call this man. She was talking to Worm. Who was else in that room? Oh, Father and Ashley and Baxley. So they was brainstorming. Oh, and Courtney, she was there too. They was brainstorming on how they was going to sell this to the public and to the people, because only 22% of the people was going to bend the knee and believing in Homelander as God and stuff like that. So they said they're gonna call it the Democratic Church of America because America is the what you say is the people they chose whatever she said. I was like, it didn't make no
It was
sense to me,
just
but
all it was wordplay. They wasn't
right,
even
that's like
saying, like, it was just words that wasn't. You just putting a whole bunch of words together that you think sound good.
thank
So
you, Mushi.
go in a corner and be quiet. You know, like I just that pitch meeting. And I'm sorry if I've jumped in line,
No, go ahead. No, you
but
good.
that pitch meeting was crazy. They really was gonna try to pitch this thing that he's God now.
Yep.
He's insane.
Ashley was she was scared to get some pushback. She was kind of like, okay, what about the other people? She was
Child, talking
slick
about
trying to
walking
get
on
pushback.
water, turning water into wine. I was like,
Wine.
I don't want to see
Should have
Homelander
won.
do nothing. Not a doggone
No.
thing.
Okay.
That pitch meeting was crazy.
Very crazy because now he's the prophet of America. So old father had introduced him at the mega church to the people, to the masses, and says he's the prophet of America. So that's Homelander came out and took center stage. I'm just so flabbergasted, like everybody going along with this.
They don't got a choice. They scared of
And I
him.
thought that, well, they're
Monique,
scared of him, but
they
I
need
thought
to
that
jump
was
him.
I thought that was one of like
How?
our father's powers was his voice, like
Like,
hypnotizing the people to believe. Because I'm like,
Oh,
ain't no way.
That's what I said. I still think Oh Father is using his abilities to give people these like religious hallucinations,
That's what
especially
I thought.
Homelander. Now, Monique, why would you be flabbergasted that people are going along with this, considering what just happened in real life a couple weeks ago? Why are you shocked?
I know. I
She's fake
know. I know.
flabbergasted.
Oh, it just like this is just stupid. And then father is with it because, like you said, he $150 million in the hole, so he trying to fill seats in his mega church and get his ties going. Okay, get the money flowing back again. So he down with it. As long as he get money in that church, he don't care. That's what was given with old father of it all. But I'm gonna need Ashley and Baxley, stand up because you're not really down with this whole prophet of America of it all. So
She don't want to be
yeah.
broke though. She don't want to be broke. That's what she
They don't
said.
do
So
nothing
she
with their
shut
money.
up.
What they do with their money? I don't know what they doing with their money because they definitely ain't
That
giving
ain't
to
none
the
of our
homeless, to
business.
the
No, we
poor.
don't know what they doing.
They
But
defund the
they want it,
schools.
okay? They want their money and your money and my money and everybody else's
Affording to
money too.
buy the
I
demon
want your
cyber
money. I want
trucks
my
to
money.
driving in. Buying cyber
It was
trucks
just
for the
crazy. EJ Tika, what y'all thoughts on this craziness?
Girl, I couldn't even believe it.
And how far you think it's gonna go?
As far as they can take it, as far as the people will let them take it, as far as Homelander want to take it, like this just doesn't shock me. And then when he come out there and he does, I said, "Oh goodness gracious, oh God, it's so irritating, so irritating."
Welcome to the cult of the Democratic Church of America. That's all I can say.
That's
they're gonna
what it
drink the
is, a
Kool-Aid.
cult.
Yes, they're gonna
Oh,
drink the
Lord.
Kool-Aid until somebody tries to turn their back on and say, "Oh, he's not God." And I'm sure they're probably gonna be recording everybody to make sure that nobody is blaspheming him, saying nothing, anything negative about him. But whatever the pastor's name is, listen, he said, we got to do what we got to do to get this money. Okay. So if the people want to believe that he is God, we're going to make the people believe that he is God so they can pour some more into this community, this church that we are actually pouring into my pockets. But yeah, I was just so over that whole y'all playing with God at this point in this episode, and I was just looking at it like we're not about to do that. I'm not busting hell wide open for y'all. Okay, so yeah, that was just my thoughts. Just my thoughts.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody else got any thoughts of this cult church, mega church of it all?
Not the cult mega church. Can we please change this man outfit because I cannot take any of them seriously with this outfit on. Like not after seeing what was on that bed, and then
he is a superhero pastor. Okay, he is like
At least he didn't have to have an opinion this time.
Well, that's true. Because oh my God, I cannot.
Oh Lord, I forgot to talk about this dude. Wow, Ryan was there, then he wasn't. He did a disappearing act. So Ryan did. We ain't have Ryan but one moment, and then as he was healing, and then he disappeared. So I don't know where he disappeared to. because old girl is gone with her daddy. I don't know where he went to, so that's another question mark right there. Like, what did this little boy went to go to? So like, I don't know. Hopefully we see him next episode. But yeah, he was just telling Butcher at least he tried to stand up to Homelander. Okay, because Butcher had to tell him like, dude, you supposed to wait until I got the virus. Use the secret weapon. So yeah, so he disappeared. So if y'all got any thoughts on Ryan, I would like to move on. All
I still think
right.
he might try to find Zoe. Because I mean, he does have like this kind of like the same abilities of Homelander, so he can seek her out if he really want. If he heal a little bit better, I think he can find her, and I think that her and her dad will help him once he finds her.
Okay.
Well,
I see.
he knew where he was when she sent the text message, so it'll be just like that.
Okay. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see that. So, yep. So that was basically it. But let's get into Gen V of it all. It was canceled after 2 seasons.
That pissed me off.
I know it pissed me off too. So
I just caught up on season 2.
Right. That's that bull. What president they done pissed off?
Yeah, they claimed that the first half was high ratings, but then from the middle to the ending half, the viewership had dropped, and some people were saying that they spent so long. I forgot his name, the one that passed away. They claimed they spent too long on that storyline, but I'm not really buying that. Yeah,
On grieving for Chance, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah, that's wild. So y'all think that they cancel it because Marie gonna come at the end with her people?
Yeah, I figured she's gonna be in this one, but they still could have given us another season at least. Like, did they not write the season? We could at least got one more, but
right.
Yeah, because to my knowledge, they always have plans of it being 3 seasons, but then it's saying, canceled for 2. And the only other statement I've seen them make is don't worry about it. You'll see the characters in some of the other spinoffs. Yeah, so I'm like, whatever. They annoy me with that.
They can't be.
There's no more Godolphin.
Sister. Like, what was to become of Marie and her sister in that rapport? I wanted to see more of that. I wanted to see more of. I think it was Sam, the one that was. I was rooting for him in season 2. I was rooting for him. I like him with his little crazy tail self. He was getting better. Okay, it's not his fault that his parents did that they the one gave him that compound V. And actually they said there was something wrong with him before then, and they gave him the compound V to make it better. So it's not his fault he was acting like that. And I like Sean Patrick Thomas's character in the show. I
like him. I love polarity. It's my dude.
Yes, I love that. I loved him in the series. So I would have wanted another season personally.
Okay. Yeah. At least one more.
I was just getting used to them. I feel like you give us one season that gets you, gives you the knowledge of who we looking at. Then you give us another season, you give us a better story, which I feel like we actually got. I liked season 2 better than I liked season 1 in the sense of where we went. Like, I felt like season 1 laid that foundation of what was to come and gave us all the knowledge that we needed of who each person was. But then season 2, to me, they amped it up, and I didn't see a problem with them paying their respects to the character in this way, to the Andre character in this way. I didn't even know that he had passed away until me and Tika was dead in the middle of it. And then we figured it out, or Tika figured it out. And I didn't figure out anything. She figured it out. And I didn't see, but then it made sense. Like, it made sense. And I was like, oh, okay, well, nothing is wrong with that. Like, it just made sense. I don't get it. Like, people are weird. This is weird. And now you finna give us Vought Rising. And if we got to deal with Stormfront and you couldn't even give us one more season of Gen V and you want me to come over here and deal with Stormfront? Ugh, because I already know what that's going to be like.
Yeah, some racist ass Nazis.
And I love Marie. All I know is that Marie better be somewhere starring in something. I like her.
I know that's right. I like it too. So I hope they're able to move on with their talents for sure, for
I just
sure.
always feel like when the cast get too diverse, they just start getting upset about that. You know,
Hmm.
If we keeping it real, hell yeah. That's probably exactly what it is.
It is.
Exactly what it was. Because I can't see that I just don't feel like you can't pay me to say you can't make me believe that it had that bad of ratings. I just don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't either. That was a good
No,
season.
either.
Cypher was a good ass character. I like the actor
He
that
was
played him.
great. Hmm.
Hamish, I love. He's such a good actor. Cypher was a really
Yes.
really good character, and
Yeah.
I love what he brought to the series. And I like that he helped all the kids like level up their abilities. And I y'all introduced us to God you. So I would like to see a wrap up on how that's gonna go. Like they just kind of left us hanging, and if they don't wrap up the story in the boys, then we're kind of just left hanging, and then y'all toss us a prequel. Like I'm not gonna
Hmm.
finish the end of the story, but we're gonna go back to the beginning. It doesn't like feel complete.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Wholeheartedly, I agree. Any other thoughts on this cancellation of it all? Cause I am blue. I don't know. It's like Stan Edgar ain't gonna have no future. He was planning on taking on the next generation, but I guess not. But I'm just playing. I don't know. But yeah. So before we get out of here, you guys, make sure y'all subscribe to everyone's channel. Hit the like button. See the hype button. Hit the hype button so we
I
get in
was
the
good.
algorithm. And also let us know your thoughts on this crazy episode of it all. Um, but yeah, we got to get out of here. So I'm gonna go around see what people got going on. Moochie, you got anything you want to
I
tell the
don't really
people?
have anything going on now.
But
Just keep your notifications on.
you got any theories you want to give the people?
Uh,
That's fine.
we're gonna see. What's her Marie? That's her name.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna see her. So
Next episode, you
yeah,
think? Like
because I
episode
was
5.
because you remember when it this ended with the cliffhanger, they helped capture them.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we guys, and she's on the run. She was on the run for a minute too. So we got to see how this works out. I think once the season where they did I forgot his name, but the one that passed away on the motorcycle, I think
Mm-hmm.
that probably put a damper on this next season because now people I don't know if they did all they had to do was just switch the character out because he's gone if there was more to tell with that character. So
Now
it's
you
just
know they
like
don't never recast the
I
black superheroes.
yeah, that's why
I
I'm
was
like
going to say
I
they already
know
took him out in the show. So
so I don't know if it was that, but it's just like we were figuring we was gonna get something combined with them anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, what's going on? Like we getting the end of them, but now it goes back to the beginning, like somebody said. So I want to see how they play this out because then we could see how they actually got together too. The boys, if they do that, if there's it's room for a lot of creativity there.
Mm. Okay. Tamika's, you got any theories or thoughts and what you got going on your channel?
No, I don't have no theories. I just want to see what's gonna go on because this is the last of. Okay, so y'all gotta go out with a bang. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do these next couple episodes. I want to see them getting it in. I want to know, is there really any V1 left or is it all gone? Okay, what's happening with that? Far as what's going on, we about to be doing Euphoria, I think,
Mm-hmm.
in a little bit, and just keep your notifications on. Make sure you subscribe and like all the channels. That's it. That's all.
Okay. Okay. you got going on your channel, and you got any theories?
Yeah, CT drops his Daredevil Born Again recaps on Wednesdays. I'll probably for the season finale like do a live show for that because Daredevil Born Again season 2, y'all, it's really good. I will be going to the movies this weekend to see the Michael Jackson uh biopic and give you my at a theater reaction. I'm actually excited about that. Stay tuned. Euphoria next. Testaments on Sunday and From on Tuesdays. Make sure you hit like and subscribe on everybody's channel. Turn on that notification bell.
All right, Kara.
No theories. I'm just, wanting somebody to get in Homelander's ass again and see what's going on with Ryan and the gang. As far as my channel, I got a weekly huddle on Sunday, and sometime over the weekend, I'll be putting up Imperfect Women episode 7 and Bell Collective Birmingham, whatever the new episode is of that. And then join us Tuesday on Sheena's channel for Real Housewives of Atlanta, and just keep your notifications on in case anything else pops up. Subscribe to everybody's channel. Hit the like.
All right.
Thank you.
Tika, all things ruthless.
Yep. No specific theories. I just like watching. My brain can't handle creating theories, so I just love watching the show. It's a bunch of shenanigans, but I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. Thanks for hosting this live tonight, Monique. And coming up on the channel, we got Members Night movie night. We'll be watching Thrash. Did I call it? Yeah, Thrash. It took me a minute to figure out what we were gonna watch, but I finally came to a conclusion. Thrash is the one. If you're looking forward to the Sharks, please come join. But you got to be a member to participate. All links will be provided. And of course, we about to do Euphoria because Rue is on her ish. She stay on her ish, and now somebody is on her neck. I always love it. Shout out to EJ for making me watch Euphoria. And then Tuesday, Tuesday we got Fromville is crazy. And then y'all just stay locked into the channel. They took my oval down, so I'll come up with something else. We got the Voice Sisters that we'd already did a recap on, so y'all go back and please watch that. And the conversation got a little heated. EJ came with her with the mess, and I'm just saying, it was all good though. So please watch it. And that's about it. Like, share, subscribe to all channels involved.
All right.
Now, y'all don't be listening to Tika. Y'all know I was an angel. So with that being said, I don't really have any. I don't have any theories. I'm just here for all the shenanigans when it comes to the boys. I am a person that came to the boys late and to Gen V late. So I guess that's why I'm a little more upset about this whole situation with them canceling Gen V, because I really like low key started really liking it this season 2. It was cool season 1, but season 2 like really pulled me in. So I was excited about a season 3, but it is what it is. As far as my channel is concerned, just keep your notifications turned on. I'll be dropping more content here coming up this month on Talk That Talk. We have a couple of reactions that are already up for this week, and then I'll drop some more stuff. I'll actually drop our From reaction for episode 1 sometime this week as well. But just keep your notifications turned on, please, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming out and hanging out with us as we talked about the boys. We'll see y'all next week. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm so used to closing stuff out. My bad. Go ahead.
So for me, I did Divorce Sisters with Jay yesterday, as well as Imperfect Women episode 7 on Apple TV. That's good. And Real Housewives of Atlanta, Bell Collective Birmingham, and what else? And coming up next, Euphoria episode 2. We're gonna talk about some things over there, and I'm hosting. So yay me. And I will see y'all in the next live of the boys. Next up is Tika. She's the host. I mean, I'm gonna be there. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be absent. So I apologize in advance. So sorry. I just realized that. Life be laughing over here. It's prom season, everybody graduating. Yeah, life is laughing over for your girl. But we will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.
We're filling them with octane, got them gassed up, about to get blasted up. So the last one was the most brother miss him. I seen him when he kissed them at the wake, made his body shoo. The high guy in 850, I smoke 10 crack, terror, full chrome and terror. Street fly by deliverance, the fifth is conspicuous. Bad boy slipped in 95, ridiculous. My rap lines is like landmines. One step, kaboom, black suits fill the room. To women making serves, you your mouth is the click. Act up, I have my honey's total budget.